Things in Group A in the Under-17 category in the MTC HopSol Youth League seems to be heating up when Ramblers pulled one over Windhoek Gymnasium by beating them 3-1 over the weekend. The boys in blue and white had a home ground advantage on Friday.
First of all, I must say thanks to the boys. I think the first two goals was due to our own mistakes. They didn't outplay us. They didn't, even leading to the goals, they didn't play combination passes to get the balls into the net. We just gave them the two goals. And the amount of balls that we are giving away, it's just way too much. We gave the ball away too much. We couldn't make at least 5 passes, combined 5 passes together. I think that was our downfall. But you could see that we are making progress. These are the boys that we took to Cape Town for the Bayview tournament. I think it's showing that they went to play against people who are on another level. But we are not out of the race. I think if we are not first, we are second. Just have to make sure, but we are still in it to win it. I think these boys can do it very much. They learned that side. The first game we lost 4-0, and it was a shock to them because it was the first time for them to play a team that is playing on a higher pace, a team that was keeping the ball for longer period, which is Bafana United. And we managed to bounce back. The second game we won 2-0, the third game we drew, the last one we lost 1-0. We managed to get out of the group stages into the last 16, and they've learned a lot. I think we'll take the positives out of this game and see the way forward. And by the way, we are going back to Cape Town again next year with the same boys, just for development purposes. I think it's very needed for Namibian teams to start playing these competitions in foreign countries, for our players to develop quicker. They have been doing well. I must commend them. They have been doing very well. It's just unlucky that we gave this one away. They've been doing very well. I'm not even angry at them. I'll even tell them now. I'll show them a smile and say no, it's fine, because we have another one tomorrow against the AC, another rival thing and what and so on. So we have to go into that one with a positive mindset, get this loose off the boys' mind, and then motivate them, encourage them for the next one.
I mean, it's not an easy team. They were on top of the table for a reason, beating everybody. In the first game it was 2-2. Unfortunately, Coach Kicks couldn't make it here, but I'm sure he would be proud of the performance. The guys prepared so hard during the week, and we are now in a different gear. So any challenger that comes, we are ready for them. So we had a game plan of just slowly trying to dissect the team, trying to find ways to break them, if it's going long, if it's going short. And we knew that they were going to use their wings. So we made sure that the wing backs were strong enough to combat that, and they only scored from a set piece. But other from that, they didn't really cause threat in the open play. So we were fine from there. But we scored our goals, and 3-1 is good enough for me. We lost in the semi-final, unfortunately. But it is how it is. We can't win every single game. A game has to have a winner and a loser. And we went into there with high hopes. and we came out with a lot of positives, but it prepared us for the league because that's the main objective, and I'm sure if Coach Hughes was here would say that is the main objective. So today the guys really showed that we are laser focused on the league. We're not really focused on tournaments, we're laser focused on this league. So top of the table for now, we are happy with that.
Yes, Lucas, yes, play the ball. Come on now, Lincoln, man. Again. Come on, Gabu. Come on. Yes.
In the under 15 category, Windhoek Gymnasium claimed their third spot on the log on Saturday when they comfortably beat ACFAB by 2-0. Gymnasium now have 20 points, with a CBS topping the group with 23 points. Coach Benny from ACFA felt that his players did not put up a good game of football for their first game of the day.
Well, if I have to go back to last weekend or 2 weeks back when I played CPS, they executed the game plan very well, and then they were playing to their strength. So I don't know, my players sometimes they just want to decide which game they want to play, and then they want to pitch up for the game, you know. And it was one of the games I could see that they were not on par for me. You know, after the break I told the guys, guys, this game is just going to be a 1-0 game. And the first team to score now is going to win the game. So right after halftime, we considered the goal. So it was basically tough for us. It was a mountain to climb. So we tried to dig deep to look for that goal. As we were trying to search for the goal, then they scored our second goal. That was like a killer blow for the boys. So their heads dropped. So I had to encourage them to keep on fighting, which I actually liked the spirit until the last minute. We've got one more game to go. It's around 2. So I will let them rest a bit. Okay, we'll stick together, let them rest, get some nutrients that they can maybe, and just some fruit, let them eat, and then take a rest. And then when you come back, I think we're going to be a different team. Because now I told them, guys, this is a wake-up call for you guys. If you want to go through to the next round. So some games we win, some games we lose. So this one should be like a wake-up call for you guys. So it's for us now to dig deep and then to get the 3 points in the last game. We can't drop 6 points in one weekend. It's very much not necessary for us. Ramblers tournament, it was something else. Tournament football, we played more or less like 25 minutes straight, 1/2. So the boys, I don't know, maybe they were fired up because of the tournament, and you could see there was football. Yeah, we won the tournament, then I like it. But now, coming back to league where you've got 2 halves, like, I don't know, they were too relaxed. For me, I don't know, maybe the Saturday morning, they were too relaxed. Maybe still in that weekend mode, yeah.
Young boys developing. We started very slow, very slow first half with a lot of errors. A lot of chances in the first half. We did not utilize them. We made few changes in the second half. Those boys came to add value. We managed to score the first goal in the second minute of the second half. Then we get another goal again. So the second half was a little bit of good composure and good connection. The combination was there. So it was a great game. The AC side, I'm seeing they brought the youngsters. They were very good. To give them total respect. The motive is always one. Always want to go and win as a coach. It's a league. Points count at the end of the day. The first match we played against AC, we won them 3-2 the first round. They gave us a good run. So yesterday we lost against Ramblers 3-1. So, but we said that if we have to lift up our heads and still be part of this league to be a competitive team, we need to come back with a win today so that we can just boost the morale and the tempo again. So that the boys came up and they did the job. I'm very happy with the performance, especially the second half. There's only three things that we will do, that we will have to go back to our drawing board trainings and just see what we can rectify. There's always room for improvement. In every game, there's always room for improvement.
Things are getting shaky for Deborah as they seem to be struggling to get out of their stumbling blocks the second leg of the season. They only managed to salvage a 1-1 draw against a Christ Football Academy. They attribute their recent poor run of play to learners moving to other schools.
I really don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out otherwise. We started off very well. We scored the first goal, and then always, in most cases, we always concede a late goal. I don't know whether the boys relaxed at the last minute, but it's something that we need to figure out otherwise. It's actually costing us. Today we got half of the bread, but yeah, I'm not happy with the points otherwise. Somehow, there's a loophole. Injuries here, and then some of our boys did not return. Otherwise, I'm meant to say some of them went to a different school. They're no longer with us, and then now we have to pick on our reserves. Most of the boys that are playing are the reserves, so most of our midfielders, 2 of them, and then a defender is not with us. They're not with us. They went to different schools, so it did affect us very much in a bad way. So we're trying to regroup, but we are hanging in there. The way forward is winning. We always come back with a winning spirit. As you see, whenever we come here, we always start off the game. But as I said again, the ball is around. But at the end of the day, we have to take it and then make peace with that. It's a 1-1 draw, and then we have to make peace with that. Half a loaf is better than nothing at all. That's what the West man say.
Yeah, we are back in MTC HopSol. It's after the holiday. It's our first game under 15s. Match fitness got us a bit in the middle of the midfielders, but I think we played good. But I think first half, it was 1-1, but the rest of the ball was out, but it's okay. For the boys, we are very positive and optimistic. We are taking it one game at a time. It's a very interesting group that we are in. So we are happy with the point, knowing that we can still strive for better. Second half, we got a bit tired, as I said, but I think we absorbed the pressure well, and we played good. Yeah, it's a little bit of match fitness, but we've also been keeping ourselves busy in the informal side, playing a few games, friendlies. But in terms of playing together as a team, I think we needed more games together. But a little bit of match fitness also, but I think we'll be back stronger next weekend. The second leg, it's actually an interesting question. When we played the first leg, we identified areas that needs improvement. And also from my side, we're still a new academy, so we are taking things very slowly, because we know, for me as a coach, before I can go into the fine prints of what needs to be worked on in training, I first have to take off my coaching shirt and then put on my manager shirt, which is now getting few things together in terms of the academy and so. But we are optimistic. We are taking things very slowly. We are just taking it one game at a time, and we are grateful for the opportunity. But second leg, we want to improve on our 13 points.
Bottom of the log Fortis FA showed their mettle as they dusted themselves off when they faced off with Kamovare in their under-15 category. Kamovare let their guard down during the match, thinking they would repeat the same scoreline they registered when they last met. But this was not to be on the day, as Fortis won 1-0.
Today's game was not what we expected. I think since in the first leg we beat them 3-1. I think maybe we were too confident that we'll beat them. But they brought the game to us. So all in all, it was a good game. So since we haven't played for 2 weeks, so there's a little bit of adjustment to do, and I think we need to walk it on the pitch for preparation for the other games to come. It was quite a bit tough. We wanted more, and I think the guys are not much hungry as one would thought they would. So we just kept them pushing to say, we must just defend our goal that we have and not to concede a goal, but then try to score more goals.
As always saying, my boys, they are still busy how to learn to put connection of the passes. And my forward striker, I still have to work for finishing. But the game was fine for me. Everybody tries best, and I have got 2-3 players which are improved. That's all I can say. Because I have a program with the department of strikers. My striker is saying from next year I have to work on department of that. Now my defense and midfield are okay, because I'm working on department, every department. That's the only thing, but I will be fine soon.
After suffering a 2-0 defeat earlier in the day, ACFA B team made sure to write another scenario when they took on Griffis during the last game of the day. In what started to look like a training match for the boys in white and red, they easily launched attack after beating them a whopping 7-0. With a lot of players missing for Griffis, the coach had to make drastic measures by borrowing from the under-13 group to make up the numbers, which they had to pay heavily on the day. This allowed ACFA to get back to the top 4 of the log standings.
Obviously it's a smashing, but I can't really complain too much. ACFC was the best team on the day. I'm disappointed that most of my boys did not show up, so I had to go borrow from the under-13s. I can't complain. So it was a good match. I think for AC it was a practice match for them, so they got to make a lot of substitutions. So for them it was good. But on my take, from my team, yeah, it's actually a good exposure for the under-13 boys. Now they have to step up on another scale, and they did very well for me. Wow, no, we are already out. I think we are bottom now. So we are out. Yeah, the plans going forward is now just to build from the under-13 boys that I used, I think 6 of them today. So it's just for them to be exposed this year, so that next year we can start on a high pace. Our performance, I'm very happy. Especially there was a young, very short boy, and that guy is only under 11 today. So imagine, he impressed me most. Yeah, so I'm really impressed.
For me personally, I would like to not take away the credit from Kharifi's boys. They tried their best. They decided, okay, let's take the game to AC. So I would like to thank my boys as well for coming out and then showing that they can do it. In the morning, I think they were sleeping a bit. Yeah. The first game, they were too relaxed. I thought maybe they were still in their sleeping mode, thinking it's going to be a walk in the park for them. Because you know, almost every time teams, when they hear AC, it's just that fear. Now they thought, okay, no, it's going to be an advantage for them. But I told them, guys, the name AC is just a name. So now we have to play, and then we have to play with heart. We need to play with passion. We need to play. So I don't know how we're going to grind out the three points, but we need to get those 3 points by this afternoon. And I think they reacted to the message. Well, I'm very much happy. I'm very much excited because we were out of the title race, or not title, basically the top 8. So now it looks a little bit light on our side. So we are aiming for 3rd place, 2nd place. So we are good. We are good.
Is that a good?
DJ Dozer, the beat architect. DJ Dozer,